So here I'm gonna try my revised Paladin to be more proactive.
I must protect the wild.
Going second is nice, but I don't need my Kazan, and there's no weapons there, so I'm gonna definitely mulligan those. Belcher's nice to control the mid game, especially against a Druid. So here I'm just gonna coin out the Mad Scientist. I mean, I know that I have Muster there, but I really want to see if he has the Wrath. Wrath would be the worst. So that was just a loot hoarder. I'm gonna go face. I mean, this forces him to use a hero power. If he does hero power, it's still pretty good for me because at least I know that he cannot gain momentum since he showed that he plays a loot hoarder, which means he must be also playing a pretty low cost deck. But I do have secrets in my deck, so this is a good muster for me. The only really bad thing is if you have swipe. This is the greatest counter against muster on turn 4 if you're going second. Um, and if you didn't coin out on turn 2 and you muster turn 3, the greatest weakness is swipe face. So here, if he has it, he has it, and if he doesn't want to waste it, he's probably not going to do it. But here's going to fall for my secret. Eldor's nice. So here I'm just gonna fake um, the secret because if he plays a Belcher, I have at least one other recruit. Um, but this is still really bad against swipe in general. But I don't think he's gonna swipe. He's probably gonna test for sacrifice, like get down. But it's not get down. What is that? Oh, owl. Well, that counters my catching of a Belcher or something. Shielded mini bot top deck. It's pretty good, but I think I can wait. I think from the way that he played the silence, it seemed like he wants to try to control the board. So I want to make sure that he cannot do that. So I put a Belcher down to establish the board a bit better. Is that a keeper? I mean, Druids don't really have more minions. And I guess that could have been a swipe, but I don't see why he would do it yet. So here I'm thinking about Shielded Mini Bot and Mechano. Because that, if I get Wind Fury, I can pretty much go for face and try to outrace him. Of course, I had to clear that so that my 1-1 wouldn't die from the Keeper. Because if he uses his Keeper to attack my 1-1, he can establish board control and he can pretty much swipe anything on the board. Now he has the hero power to get down this 1-1. And if he does do swipe, then he basically wastes a turn because I have a Divine Shield. So drawing the owl the few turns ago, that was great. Humility is great too, but I'm gonna save humility for a late game control against something like an Iron Bark or Ancient of War, Lore, anything really. I'm gonna put more board, and it's really good to silence before you Eldor. You don't want to make that mistake. And since I have all these Wind Furies, it's time to go face. By silencing off to go face, and now he has to decide if he can clear this board. Um, Turn 8 is really difficult to clear it, but if he has Innervate, he can do Poison Seeds, Starfall. That would be the worst for me because I don't have my weapons, but he doesn't know that. So now he's thinking, even if I can clear the board, which is going to be pretty hard considering I have a Divine Shield, so he has to use a swipe to get my Divine Shield off. And he does have a claw, but it seems like he doesn't have enough. He's still down to 3 health, which pretty much if says if I have a true silver, he's still dead. And I still have 2 3/3s on the board. It's not gonna win.